Good morning, my name is Ana Maria Gutierrez, and today I'm going to explain the past perfect. What is the past perfect? Well, the past perfect is a grammar tense used to talk about actions that were completed before other action in the past. Some people think that and say that the past perfect is the past of the past. So let's check an example about the past perfect. Here we have the meeting had already started by the time I arrived. As you can see, the meeting started at 8 and you arrived at 8:15, so that means that the meeting started before. That's why you need to use past perfect and you say the meeting had already started by the time I arrived. Well, let's continue. Let's talk about the past perfect form. How are we going to write the past perfect or to use the past perfect? So in the affirmative, we use subject plus had plus the verb in past participle plus the object. One example is, he had seen that film 1 month ago. It's important to remember that we can use the following time expression with the past perfect. We can use already, never, just, before, by the time, after, until, and until then. So if we conclude to our example the time expression already, so we can say that is, he had already seen that film 1 month ago. And we have our sentence using the time expression already. Okay, so let's the negative form of the past perfect. In the negative form, we have the subject plus had plus not plus the past participle of the verb plus the object. If we contract had and not, we had hadn't. So one example of this is the teacher had not finished correcting the essays when the class started. Or we can also use it contracting had or not, and we can say the teacher hadn't finished correcting the essays when the class started. So finally, as you can see, we form the past perfect in negative using had, not, and the past participle of the verb. So finally, let's talk about the interrogative in the past perfect. So every interrogative sentence starts with the auxiliary when is yes no question. So we have had plus subject plus participle plus the object. But if we make an open question, we need to include a WH word. So the past perfect form is WH word plus had plus subject plus participle of the verb plus the object. To make an example, we have here, had you studied English before you started university? If we want to include a WH word, we can ask, where had you studied English before you started university? So here we have that the form or the formula for interrogative sentences in past perfect is had plus subject plus the past participle of. So finally, let's make some exercises in order to practice the past perfect. Here we have an example. The storm destroyed the sandcastle that we had built. In the second, we have he to Cape Town before 1997. So we can say, using past perfect, he hadn't been or he had not been to Cape Town before 1997. When she went out to play, she had already done her homework. My brother ate all the cake that our mom had made. I couldn't remember the poem we had learned the week before. The children collected the chestnuts that had fallen from the tree. Had he phoned Angie before he went to see her in London? And finally, she hadn't ridden a horse before that day. So, well, this is all for today. Thank you. Bye.